Good morning, and thank you for joining me here at End Times Prophecy News. Brothers and sisters, I hope you had a good night's sleep. Praise the Lord. Kevin Jackson fires off about President Trump's NFL remarks. Kevin Jackson agrees 100% with President Trump and then some. The NFL ratings are in the tank, and there's a reason for that. It's because of Colin Kaepernick. Why, he says the exact same thing I do. He just exposed Jimmy Kimmel and the truth. Dan Bongino explains that a lot of what Jimmy Kimmel is saying about healthcare is untrue. I've already said that as well. It's just a pack of lies. He doesn't know what he's saying.
And I've been very deferential to Jimmy Kimmel as well because, you know, he's going through an awful situation with his child. And I wouldn't wish that on literally my worst enemy. I mean, that's a horrible thing. But Jimmy Kimmel has to be responsible, guys. I mean, you have a platform. Jimmy Kimmel has a platform. They're both equally large. For you to use that platform, in Jimmy Kimmel's case, to propagandize the American people with nothing but Democrat Party talking points, bullet points sent over from Chuck Schumer's office is really irresponsible. I mean, there are people out there who trust Jimmy Kimmel, and he's telling them things that are just incorrect. He's not giving them the other side of the story, and they're making really poor decisions based on really bad information from what's a late night talk show host. Doesn't make him a bad guy. It just makes him really irresponsible.
And he has every right. You're right. He has every right to tell this story, and oftentimes that helps people better understand healthcare when it comes from a personal angle. But bring on Bill Cassidy again. Have that debate. Give your audience both sides of what's going on. That is the only way to move on in a healthy way in this country.
And Dan, typically, of course, it becomes impugning the motives of the other. So Jimmy Kimmel's got to make fun or attack the people behind the bill as if they're bad people, as opposed to understanding the fact that there might be two different sides to how we best deliver health care, including to those with pre-existing conditions. He's not capable of having that policy debate, just like a lot of liberals, so they attack people.
Yeah, and that strategy worked really well for Hillary Clinton. Remember, you know, the deplorable strategy? That was just, that was golden. People love being called racist, deplorables, inbreds, I think is alleged. Someone was called Bill Cassidy recently. I mean, these are really atrocious labels to put on people. Just, you know, pro tip, guys, that strategy really doesn't work. Let's try a more reasonable approach to this. That's not going to get you anywhere.
And Hillary Clinton has stood by that in her recent interviews with her book. I mean, she's been asked about the deplorable comment, and she's even doubled down on that, which I could not believe.
Speaking of books.
Yeah, it's because she meant it. Yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised. She actually meant it. That's the new Democrat policy. Everybody who agrees with you is an evil person. They don't just have evil policies. They're evil people.
Yep. Dan, speaking of books, you have a new book, Protecting the President, an inside account of the troubled Secret Service in an era of evolving threats. What's in that book? Why we got to read that book, Dan?
Because someone's got to save the Secret Service, guys, before someone gets hurt. The Secret Service is in the middle of a collapse right now. When I got on the job in 1999, it was one of the highest morale agencies to work for in the federal government. You know where they are now? They're 304 out of 305. And I promise you all, when you read the inside account of what happened and how this agency collapsed, you're going to be astonished. It's not the agents. The rank and file men and women are doing a great job. It's really horrible politicians and managers, Hillary Clinton included in some cases, who ruined that place. And it needs to be fixed before someone gets hurt. Dan, and this is my Paul Revere moment out there.
We want you to sell the book. I'm sure it's fantastic. We don't have any more time, but it's an inside account of the Secret Service Protecting the President by Dan Bongino. If you like what he says on the air, you're probably going to like what he writes in the book.
Now I really want to read that.
I'm going to read that.
That's a good plug, Dan.
I'm hanging out all weekend just doing some anchoring. So,
yep. More bad news from Jimmy Kimmel. It's always something. Every show there is has to be political. Even the football, the basketball, baseball, every show on TV is political against Trump. Why? Because that's the monster swamp. It's not just in the White House, it's everywhere. Flashback and check out Steve Curry's insult to Trump from February. Yeah, this is why he disinvited Steve Curry. In February, Golden State Warriors player Stephen Curry insulted President Trump after Under Armour CEO Kevin Plank called him a real asset to the nation, implying that Trump is a real ass instead. Under Armour CEO Kevin Plank praised President Donald Trump on Tuesday, calling him a real asset to the nation. But Stephen Curry, in turn, used these comments into a burn of Trump. In In an interview with Mercury News, Curry was asked about Plank's comments, and he snapped back at Trump. I agree with that description, Curry said, if you'd remove the ET from asset. Curry endorsed Hillary Clinton during the election, and his head coach, Steve Kerr, has been outspoken in his criticism of Trump. As the face of Under Armour basketball, Curry's happiness is essential to the endorsement relationship. He's under contract with the brand through 2024, but Curry still said he was surprised to hear Plank's support for Trump. He told the Mercury News that he spoke with staffers at Under Armour and Plank himself after hearing the comments. Curry took his first direct stand against Trump in the interview, publicly putting Under Armour on notice. Now, if there was another Bush that got in as a Republican, you wouldn't hear nothing like this. It'd be quiet. There'd be no... Why? Because all the global elites can't stand a non-bureaucrat or global elite. They got to have the global elites in there as president to destroy the nation. If there is a situation where I can look at myself in the mirror and say they don't have my best intentions, they don't have the right attitude about taking care of people, if I can say the leadership is not in line with my core values, then there is no amount of money, then there is no platform I wouldn't jump off if it wasn't in line with who I am. So that's a decision I will make every single day when I wake up. If something is not in line with what I am about, then yeah, I definitely need to take a stance in that respect. A stance against your flag, which stands for your country. Right. And multiple sources confirm Emmy-nominated singer has died. Charles Bradley has died at 68. A soul singer who blossomed late in life is dead at 68 after battling cancer. How sad. Trump's tweet hints at what is to come on the Iran deal. Iran just test-fired a ballistic missile capable of reaching Israel now. They are also working with North Korea. Not much of an agreement we have. Oh, it's time to get rid of it, huh, Trump? Kill that Iran deal, please. The parable of the unforgiving servant. Matthew 18:21 says, Then came Peter to him and said, Lord, how oft shall my brother sin against me, and I forgive him? Till 7 times? Jesus saith unto him, I say not unto thee until 7 times, but until 70 times 7. Therefore is the kingdom of heaven likened unto a certain king, which would take account of his servants. And when he had, and that again is the kingdom of heaven, is the millennial reign, when Jesus comes back. After all, he is going to be the king. That's why it's likened unto a certain king, which will take account of his servants. And when he had begun to reckon, one was brought unto him, which owed him 10,000 talents. But as for as much as he had not to pay, his Lord commanded him to be sold, and his wife, and children, and all that he had, and payment to be made. The servant therefore fell down and worshipped him, saying, Lord, have patience with me. Have patience with me, I will pay thee all. Then the Lord of that servant was moved with compassion and loosed him and forgave him the debt. But the same servant went out and found one of his fellow servants which owed him 100 pence, and he laid hands on him and took him by the throat, saying, Pay me that thou owest. And his fellow servant fell down at his feet and besought him, saying, Have patience with me, I will pay thee all. Thank you for listening.
Hi there, I really need to share with you this awesome Linus blanket that everyone should have. It's called the TAC Bivy 2.0. It fits right in the palm of your hand. It weighs in at 4.7 ounces. Here are just some of the amazing things this product has to offer. It's the lightest emergency sleeping bag in the world. It's made of high-tech space-age material which keeps you 20 degrees warmer. It breathes, yet is water resistant from the outside, so it won't make you sweat. It opens up to 7 foot in length by 3 feet wide. Easily put your sleeping bag on the outside or the inside. The seams seam seal edges are ultra durable, and the heat sheet material can be stretched and it resists punctures. The Tac Bivy uses mylar material which reflects 90% of your body heat, so you can quickly warm up and avoid hypothermia, surviving in extreme cold winter rains or snow. And it folds right back up into the palm of your hand, weighing in at 4.7 ounces. The best part of all, the lowest price emergency blanket on the market today. The normal price is $24.97, but today it's going for only $19.97. Pick up one for your family as well, so you can have assurance that they are ready for a disaster at home, for power outages, or in the field. Just click on the link down below.
Folks, this country is under major attack of free speech. If you enjoy what you hear on my channel and like to continue to support free speech, I do have a PayPal button on the right side of my banner on my main channel YouTube page. Please remember, my channel and ministry is supported by great people like you. I love you all, and may the Lord bless.